Hello, friends. We're back again. Joel Pearl, Jeremy Lambert here. It's in the weeds. We got an interview, so we got to cue it up just properly and just right. Ahead of TNA Impact at Philadelphia's 2300 Arena on June 28th and 29th. Gisele Shaw's with us, the former Quintessential Diva, now the Quintessential Knockout. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
Great. It's good to see you again. You and I had a chance. We had a chance to chat at a show in Toronto about almost 2 years ago. And I actually want to get this right out of the way. We talked about the Diva moniker. And now you've made a bit of a transition to calling yourself the Quintessential Knockout. What happened? What brought about that change?
Who better to transition than the Queen of Transitions, right?
Fair.
No, you know what? I feel like I've been the Quintessential Diva because, I really wanted to change the narrative on, the bad connotation around the word diva, because it's so like diva, like it's probably can't wrestle this, it's all just the looks, whatever. And so I was like, you know what? I want to be the one to change the narrative on it and show a different side of being a diva, that you can do it all. You're not just a pretty face. You're not just like you're TNA, no pun intended. So but like right now I feel like we've headed to a different direction, being a Quintessential Knockouts, TNA, you got the Knockouts division. So I can't wait to show everyone that side of Gisele Shaw, because I feel like, the TNA faithfuls haven't really seen like the full Gisele Shaw that I have provided in the independent scene.
You went away for a couple of months in February, returning with Gail Kim. Gail Kim was your mentor. You went on the wellness retreats. I want to know what those kind of months off were like, and then the decision to bring you back in that way with Gail Kim and doing those vignettes with her.
So, during the time off, I think you just kind of have to, I think it's just like a self-reflection. I think it was a great time, for me, to just kind of like step back and go, okay, like, let's just like relax, refocus. And I coming in with Gail Kim, like, she's a freaking legend. She is Gail effing Kim. And I always tell her that, the greatest knockouts of all time. So I feel like having or being mentored by somebody like that, it's just like, man, I watched you growing up, and now you're mentoring me, and you're, doing the storyline with me. Like, it's a dream come true. And I don't, it's like, I'm looking forward to where this storyline goes.
Now, with those changes also came a new billing. You're now billed from Yellowknife.
Yeah.
In the Northwest Territories. I heard that because we got TNA Impact on Fightful.com, and I saw it and I was like, wait, what? What happened there? How did you move to that?
Yeah, so I actually grew up in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories.
Really?
Yeah, so little fun fact right there. And like, I feel like the storyline that we're doing is it's like I'm finding myself, and then it's like going back to the basics, I mean, like why I really loved wrestling and staying true to yourself. And so it's like, okay, like, what, let's do like where you come from. Like, I come from a small town, and now it's like, if you like, with humility and respect and all this stuff, it's like climbing to the top of the ladder again, doing it the proper way, no shortcuts, no nothing. And I think that was kind of like important to have, that it's like you're just a small town girl, and like trying to make it big in the big city.
When it comes to Gail Kim, everyone always seems to ask, when's she coming back? Is she going to do another match? Have you talked about teaming with her? Not another match against her, but maybe you can get her for another tag team match, you and Gail Kim.
I feel like the sky is the limit, and I think that really depends on her, on her body, on her like just I don't want to say emotional state, or if she's even like still like itching to get back in the ring. Like she does say that she is, she's got the itch to get back in the ring, but that's up to her. One of my dreams is to partner up with Gail, be in a tag team, or even just have a singles match with her. So I'm going to put that out there in the universe, and just let's see what happens. In wrestling, you never say never. So we'll see.
Listen, Slammiversary is coming to Montreal in July, and we got two Canadians working together right now. What do you think of the opportunity for you two to mix it up, either opposite the ring or maybe even sharing the ring? Gail Kim.
I mean, I think it would just be the coolest thing ever, and I don't even think like my like the little child inside me would just be like freaking out so much. But it's like I got to be professional and just be like, okay, like center yourself, do the job, But I think it would just be a dream come true. But even like right now, right? Like I think I have to be grateful for her working with me and mentoring me on screen, and I think it's just incredible. And like I said, I don't know where the story is gonna end up, but I hope that everyone's gonna tune in and see where it goes. And I'm just as excited to see.
I got to follow up with this. You mentioned that she's mentoring you on screen. What about off screen? How much are you two interacting or working with each other?
Yeah, I mean, she's producing matches and stuff, and like she always wants the best for everyone. So when she's watching matches and stuff, she's always like, okay, you know what, like we could do this or something and like make that better, or I think you need to do, you know what I mean? She's always guiding you no matter what. Guided me. So I'm very fortunate about that. And I just really want to learn from one of the best, if not the best knockout ever.
I want to ask about competing in Knockouts Ultimate X, because I know it was a staple for the men. The women got it. The women pushed for it. The Knockouts pushed for it, got it. And I just want to know your thoughts on competing in a match like that and winning the match as well.
Yeah, it was really scary. The structure itself, is like you think about it and you're like, yeah, like I really want to be in a match like that because I think it's so cool, and it is super cool. But when that structure is set up, like it's so humbling because it's hella tall. And I mean, thank goodness that I don't really have like a fear for heights anymore. But yeah, I can't say for some of the other knockouts, and you just have to be like, okay, like let's just go up there and kill it, and hopefully like you don't fall and like hurt yourself. But yeah, it is. We had tons and tons of fun in that match, and the first knockouts. Ultimate X match was so incredible that we're just thinking, okay, like how do we outdo that? And having a locker room full of women that would kind of have the exact same mentality of just like, you know what, like let's outdo the first one and let's make moments and memories, and it just makes it super successful. And I mean, on top of that, I won the Ultimate X match. So yeah, I think that was a great opportunity. It's something that I wasn't really expecting, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And now I can put that in my little belt under my resume.
Piggybacking off of all that Ultimate X match was so cool because it was 3 knockouts that were coming in from the Impact Wrestling side of things, and then 3 knockouts that had recently been signed full-time to TNA Wrestling. First of all, how did you guys kind of put that together, knowing that it was 6 very different women? And my follow-up to that is, what's that locker room like now? How is that camaraderie now that you've all been working together for about 6 months as a Knockouts unit?
So it's really bizarre because, like they came in and then and worked. I mean, like I've worked with them in the independent scene. So it's like it's not the first time I've actually had an encounter with them. So it's like I know like what they're capable of. I know what they want to do. So I think everybody just want to have like a banging match, and I feel like we really delivered that. The most interesting part is that because I have been off screen and off TV, I've never really had a chance to work with them again. So I'm really looking forward to what we can do in the ring. I just I want great matches, and they want great matches too. And I think that if you are on the same page, like you're just going to create magic.
I have to ask, your gear, I believe it was Rebellion, Taylor Swift inspired. Big Swiftie.
Yeah.
Myself here. I have a shirt right over here. In fact, you know what? I know you're a 1989 girl. 1989 tour shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
here.
that is amazing.
So let's talk some Taylor Swift here.
Yes. No, I really love that. So I think right now, like, I'm doing the Eras tour. I think like people are catching, because like at first I was kind of like, you know what, like I don't want it to be like too obvious. Because obviously we love an Easter egg, so and so does she. So I think that's like a really great formula to have, like little snippets like here and there. And I want to do like the Reputation. I thought was like the best gear that I was like, oh my god, like this is so cool, because I never thought that I could do like the newspaper, a gear that she did for Reputation. So I really just loved it, enjoyed it. And now that people are catching on, and I'm in my 1989 era, you just never know, when we move on, because that's to a different era, because there's so many of them. But
the folklore Evermore era, I don't know what you're gonna quite do. You're gonna have like a long kind of, I guess, a witch skirt almost. What you would call it.
I mean, I think the fun part about that is that because there's so many eras, like there's so many things that you can do. But like the unfortunate thing about it, I think, is that because I'm constantly changing my gear, it's almost like I'm constantly just like changing. Like there's really no time to just marinate in one era. You know what I mean? But I think that's also like the fun part of it. It's just the creative side of what's the next year going to look like, or what era is she going to go into. So yeah, I think that's the fun part for me.
So is your favorite era 1989?
Yeah, I'm a 1989 girl. I really love that. I think it's just I think like Blank Space and Style, like those are my favorite songs. And but it's like I just love Taylor Swift, and I just love that, like to be able to apply that like in wrestling. Like it's just it's really cool, and I'm just fortunate that she has a slap on like a cease and desist on me. So.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. That'd be big headline news if it did.
I mean, like if she does, like I just want to be best friends with her. So like, I'm putting it out there. Like not the injunction part, but we could be best friends.
I have to ask for your review of the new album then.
I love it. I really do. I think it's so cool that every album that she does, like she takes you through like a journey. And I feel like that's why it's so cool. Like this is like one thing that I love about her, because in wrestling, like we take you through this different emotions, like a little roller coaster. And it's like one thing you hate, or like one day you hate me, one day you love me, and it's just like you just never know what you're gonna get. And and it's such a journey, and I feel like that's why people really love her so much, because it's like it's a journey with her, and she takes you and like lets you in through personal experiences of whatever she's going on. And I feel like with wrestling, like that's what we do too. So they go hand in hand together.
And it's all storytelling, and then her concerts, it's all big theatrics and everything, just like professional wrestling. So
and guess I'm going to the Eras tour.
Oh, where at? Which one?
I'm going to Toronto, so I'm really excited for that. Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah,
very
so
nice.
Expect a lot of and maybe I'll wear like an outfit that she wore on tour. So
there you go. See. Oh, have fun. Have fun. I'm incredibly jealous.
It's a stone's throw away, Jeremy. You can come and sleep on the couch here.
I know. I might have to. I'm already coming up there. So I might have to come up there for that.
As we start to wind down, you were kind of mentioning journeys and Taylor Swift. And you were at the end of a couple of Knockouts journeys in their final matches, including Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo. Talk to me about having that opportunity to work with those women on their way to other companies and leaving TNA and leaving Impact Wrestling.
I think it's so incredible that I was put in a position where, I get to learn from those amazing women. I think that they offer so much. So, like all I'm doing is just like having fun, and obviously like taking everything in as well, and living in the moment, because, like I feel like if like every match that I'm on or you should be on, it's like you're always constantly learning, right? And always like taking away something from that match. And yeah, like it just like that. I feel like that's how you get better, is that you learn from like people that are better than you and you're constantly learning. So yeah, it was a great opportunity. And you know, it's like maybe that's why I get the nickname of the Black Widow because you know, when you work with me, you're either gonna leave the company or whatever.
We're gonna start taking stock and taking note.
So jokes. No, I'm just kidding. But that was a thing for a bit, you know, with the tag team. The tag teams that I was working with, like it was just so unfortunate that every single person that I was working with, you know, they had other opportunities and they would leave TNA. But you know, it's all fun and you know, it's just jokes. It's jokes. Yeah,
Well,
I'm not really a Black Widow guy.
We'll see about that. Let's do this. This is our last question. This is a fun game that we like to play. Speaking of fun and games, it's called Partner, Promo, or Punch in the Face. I give you 3 names that you're very well accustomed to and associated with, and you're going to pick which one you want to partner with in a tag team match, which one you want to have a promo off with in the ring on the microphone, and which one you want to punch in the face, one-on-one singles match.
I hope I don't get canceled for this.
Highly doubt it. Let's find out.
Okay.
Jordynne Grace, Masha Slamovich, Gail Kim, partner, promo, punch in the face.
Oh gosh. I mean, clearly not promo for Masha because we haven't like, you know, we haven't seen her like speak English on TV, and I can't really have a promo off with her. So I would have to say, I would say Gail promo, you know, because I feel like that's something that we're doing right now, and I feel like that's something that we're working on. I would say, wait. Oh no. Oh, I feel really bad.
That's the best part.
Yeah. Oh no. I think that it would be nice to partner with Jordynne Grace, only because I've never really been able to partner with her. It's always just been, you know, opposing sides, right? So I think that it's a different dynamic to see, and especially that, you know, because I'm a good guy now. I'd like partner off with a good guy. And Masha, I would definitely punch in the face because I think that we've only scratched the surface, or we haven't even scratched the surface, let's say, you know, like it's always just been great working with her, and I think like it's such a cool dynamic. And you know, now that like I offer something different with this new character, I think that it's just going to be incredible.
We want to thank you, Gisele, for joining us. You can catch all the stars of TNA Friday and Saturday, June 28th, 29th at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia for TNA Impact, and then TNA Slammiversary in Montreal, July 20th at the Verdun Auditorium, easy for me to say. And of course, all the content, all the action available on TNA Plus. Gisele, is there anything else you want to plug before we let you get out of here?
Yes. Please come to this weekend in Philadelphia if you can. It's going to be so amazing. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy are going to be in action, and you definitely don't want to miss that. Plus, any other, you know, your favorite knockouts, including myself, and TNA superstars will be there. So I hope that you can join us, and if you can't, then watch us every Thursdays on Access TV or on Fight Network in Canada. And we also have the YouTube Insider. And we have the TNA Plus app as well. So you can see us everywhere. And the Zone Wrestling too. I keep forgetting about that.
It's everywhere.
TNA, so many ways to watch.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
No more excuses. Go and watch.
No more excuses. Watch us.
There you go. You heard it from the quintessential knockout herself, Gisele Shaw. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Gisele.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Take care.